Whether we believe in our capacity for self-government or whether we abandon the American Revolution and confess that a little intellectual elite in a far distant capital can plan our lives for us better than we can plan them ourselves.
What is the difference between a Democrat and a socialist?
The greatest crisis today is not the Middle East, it's not Iraq, it's Syria, but it's climate change.
All the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.
The big government lovers painted a picture of doom and gloom in 2011.
The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet of Islam.
We see it in the STEM program. You know, people have talked about this STEM program being such a great deal.
Welcome to the Abolitionist Roundtable, your all-access pass to the 2016 Black Conservative Revolution. Join the conversation at 734-822-1600. Now, here are your hosts, Del Marsh, Phil Stargell, and Janice Daniels.
Well, good morning. Thank you for joining the Abolitionist Roundtable, one of the fastest growing radio shows in Southeast Michigan. This is your host, Del Marsh, sitting in studio with Phil Stargell. Yes, the lovely lady would not be with us today. She's out on assignment. And so next week she'll give you a little bit of a overview of some things that she did this weekend. But again, thank you for joining us. This is a talk show that's going to bring information that uplift us. In addition, we're going to talk about the things that's important to us. You know, we just heard breaking news the other day about what the president won, but we got to talk about all these things. There's so much going on at lightning speed. You know, in the beginning, things were going on. You know, they were coming along slowly. But I tell you what, in the last 7 years, it's been at lightning speed. It's been at lightning speed. This administration and the people that have been associated with that are liberals and progressives, I mean, they really pushing all the garbage and all the filth that they can. And so I want to ask a question, because they want to push so much garbage and filth. Are our children still important to us? Are our children still important to us? And so that's my question this morning. I'd like for you to join the conversation at 734-822-1600. But you know what? Before I get to that, Phil, I want you to go to. We have a great banquet that's coming up next Friday, May 20th. Friday, May 20th, 2016. At the Vesta Tech Center at the Schoolcraft College. This is Joshua's Trail annual. This is his Pastor Levi Hughes. This is his 11th annual banquet and fundraiser and fellowship. You know, where you get a chance to fellowship with like-minded people. And the theme of this year's banquet is going to be right on. And that right on was one of our radio colleagues, Charles McCullough, that died, and his beautiful wife, too. And so this is the theme that's going to be of this year's banquet. I want, if you don't mind, would you go to his website at joshuastrail.org. Again, that's joshuastrail.org. He has a great speaker, Bishop E.W. Jackson Sr., and also the cultural update is going to be by a very noble state representative, Gary Glenn. So, again, go to joshuastrail.org. Would you join us next week, 7 a.m. at the Schoolcraft College? So again, I'm gonna have to do that again at the break at the next hour. But again, we'd like for you to join us. But I want to ask a question again: are our children important? Are our children important to us? And most parents. Majority of all parents would say absolutely our children are important to us, but we have a number of things that's going on at lightning speed, and who does it affect more than all of the social experiments that's going on. They're using these social experiments on our children, not on they're not using these social. They didn't say the president didn't come out and say that what we're going to do is we're going to force on every person that work in government, that people that are homosexuals, but of course the government label them, the LGBTQ community, and there's no community but LGBT people, but this is just homosexuality. They're going to be able to use the bathrooms of their choice, of whatever they feel like. But instead, he made an announcement, and it did on the other side of the break. I just want to let you know too. We're going to talk to State Representative Patrick Colbeck because this happened just this week, folks. North Carolina has been brought right to our front steps. I've been trying to catch up with the governor over at in North Carolina. Just conflicting schedules, but come to find out, this week it was brought to the front steps of Michiganders. This issue of the bathroom issue. Why would we be talking about a bathroom issue in the first place when we know that? And I'm a man and I'm a male, and I know that when I was a young boy, with some of the guys, we would try to. Just being naughty, we would try to peek in the girls' locker room. We would peek. We wouldn't go all the way in there. Well, yesterday, our government gave, and I know they saying they want to protect certain people, but then there's other people, just like this guy that was in Kings County. It says, Hanford, man confessed to hiding camera in Target restroom, police said. This happened in Fresno, California. A man hid a camera. Well, he no longer have to hide the camera in there. All he has to do is put on a dress. Now, this is a pedophile. All he have to do now is just put on a dress, and he can just walk in there and sit in the stall next to in the middle of two stalls, and he can just have his little camera, and he can. But is this what we want?
And they're talking about taking the doors off of the stalls too. I mean, this is insane.
They talk about you. Come on.
Yeah, they're saying open there.
Come on.
Let it all hang out.
So, why would you take the stall? Not only do I want to protect a beautiful woman like the mayor, but also that's going in that bathroom are little girls.
Okay. What does the concept of privacy? Again,
that's right.
I said before.
Mm-hmm. You did mention that.
We have killed in the womb.
Yes.
Millions, 40 million, 50 million, 60 million, maybe 100 million, maybe more. On the guise of privacy, on a lie about privacy. Now, what are we telling each other? Now it's all right. We don't need privacy. Women don't need privacy. But we've already killed so many people that now we're depending on foreigners and aliens, illegal aliens, in order to maintain a voting majority for the Democrat Party. People, you better wake up and understand that those Democrats mean you absolutely no good. They care nothing about this country. The only thing they care about is being able to exert the power over you. Just like this decree that was announced by Obama that from this day forward.
It's a decree. And that's it. No law.
For this day forward, we are going to allow anybody in any restaurant, any restroom in there, and the heck with your privacy.
And not just that. And he said that also that you are to call them by their gender of choice.
Gender of choice, yeah.
So here, John, yesterday, he came in, and I mean, we've been knowing John was a male for the last, he's 16 years old. Today, he come in and say, well, you know what? I'm going in, and matter of fact, my name is still John, but you better acknowledge me as John Shee.
Yeah.
Just like Bruce Jenner. I'm not gonna, remember we played a soundbite. This was a few months ago, and it was somebody on NBC that want the government to force people that and be fined for misgendering.
Yeah. Now we have got to not only by force of law, but now we have to, entertain their mental illness. This is what this is. Anybody that goes against what they were born assigned as, and they are talking about assigned.
Yes.
When you were born, what other assignment could you expect to have? You are what you are at your birth. Now you want to wake up one day and say, well, you know what, I think I'm going to be a girl from now on. And now not only do you want to be a girl, but then you want to force me to accept you as a girl. I got to accept Bruce Jenner after I done watched him walk in here. He's 7 foot tall almost. What is he, 6'5",
Yeah,
6 or something like that?
he's a real tall guy.
Yeah. Now, first of all, there aren't many women in this world that are 6'5". There's a few, but there's not that many. And here this guy going to walk up in there and tell me all of a sudden he's a man. I mean, he's a woman. And I've known him ever since I was a teenager as Bruce Jenner, the man, the ultimate warrior on the decathlon field.
All right. Well, you jumped a little bit ahead of me. This is from the rap, and it says I'm not going to call him Catherine, but they acknowledge him as Catherine. But I'm just going to Caitlin, and I'm just going to call him Bruce Jenner. And it says Bruce Jenner experienced sex change regrets. Sex change regrets. Now, he, from what I know, he hasn't had any surgery yet. All he did was he's just a man that's walking around in drag
Parading
right now.
Around, yeah.
And so that matter of fact, they gave him a woman award for being somebody honorable and so he's not even a woman.
Yeah.
He's not a woman. He's just a man that's been dressed in drag, and it says, this is from the rap, that Bruce Jenner is having regrets.
Yeah.
He's changing his mind.